Welcome back to my channel. So I know you guys are seeing a lot of hair. So this is a hair tutorial. It's super quick and easy. You basically need just one tool and a little bit of oil, a little bit of shine spray, and you get this big luscious hair. I do add extensions, but if you already have long hair, you can definitely still pull this look off. It's super easy and it lasts you a few days. So if you are interested in how to create this waved big Kim Kardashian inspired hair, keep on watching. Alright, so starting off with this hairstyle, so the main tool you're gonna need is, this is the Bedhead TIGI Swerve and Curve. So it looks like this. And this is what the barrel looks like. It's not like a crimper, it's more of like a wave, but a little bit smaller than like the ones that are like actual barrels. So this is what it looks like. Once again, the Bedhead TIGI, I don't know if that has to do anything with it. The Swerve and Curve. Swerve and Curve, because I know they do have different ones. But what I would do is I would just go to like Amazon or Target. I know they carry this at Target and Amazon. And just look for the purple handle, which is how you'll know which is for this look. So first things first is, and I'm sorry if I'm looking at different directions because I have a mirror here and here, so I'm going to try to use that to see. So first thing is first, I washed my hair, so it's freshly washed, and this is just what it looks like when it is air dried. So I am going to be adding hair extensions to my hair, and these are already crimped, but I'm still going to go over them and crimp them to blend them in. But you could totally do this if you already have long hair or even short hair. It still looks really cute. So starting off is, obviously we're going to section the hair. So since I'm going to apply my extensions first, I'm going to do the bottom row first. And then I always like to go over it and make sure that it is brushed out. So if you are going to be using hair extensions, just make sure you brush them out. Okay. And then what I do for the hair extensions, you know how a lot of people normally they clip it in like this? So kind of just like this on top. A trick that I learned is if you flip your head over and apply it like that, it looks more natural and you don't see the shortness of your hair against the actual extension, and it also gives you more length. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip my head over and I'm gonna clip these in. So once I flip back over, it should look like this. So I'm gonna scoot back so you guys can see the length that it adds to my hair. So this is what it gives me. So what you're basically gonna do, this is one of the easiest hairstyles and super fast. So it's gonna be really easy. So grab the section of hair. The thicker the hair is, the looser and the more, they're not gonna be as curved or crimped, whatever this curl is. So me personally, I don't like to start from the bottom of my head. I don't like to start at the root. So I kind of start off a little more out. So kind of like I leave this much space of the actual hair without being waved. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna move to the next section. And I don't hold it that long. I hold it about 3 seconds because this one gets really hot. And as you can see, the waves are already, this is super easy to do. And then I never do the ends, but you can if you want to, but I like more of that messy undone look. So this is what that should look like. And that was literally like maybe 30 seconds. So again, on this side, don't start all the way to the root. Push down. The longer you hold it, the more crimped it's gonna be. And just work your way down your hair if you're wearing extensions or if you're not. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, I would recommend applying a heat protectant to your hair. So whatever you whatever heat protectant you like. Go ahead and apply that before you start burning your hair. So this is what it looks like so far. So super easy, and this is what it looks like from the back. So moving on to the next section. And if you don't wear hair extensions, I'm pretty sure this would take you a lot less time. It would be a lot quicker for you. So if you're wearing extensions, once again, just brush through them and just plop them on. And with this, just be careful that you're separating your your actual hair with the hair extension. It's hard to do this without an actual mirror in front of you, so. Okay, so now that I have the hair, I'm gonna separate it into, so this and this. And like I said, don't start at the root. And the reason I'm not doing it right at the root is because to me, that's too much volume. And this already makes your hair look really big. So you don't really need it to be at the root. But if your hair is a little bit more fine, or you just want it to look super big, you can definitely start closer to your root. You see how easy it is? Basically what does the work for you is the wand. And I like mine to be super textured, so I don't really care what way I'm going or anything like that. But if you want to be more precise, you definitely can. And then here you can see where my actual hair and then my extension meets, and then I go over right there. So this is what the wave is gonna end up looking like. So you see I almost did all the back of my head. And that was like less than 5 minutes. So I love this wand. So get this. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do the rest of my head, and I'm just gonna speed through it, put a little bit of cute music behind it. That way you guys can just kind of see the process, and then I'll kind of come back at the end to show you guys the finishing touches. Okay, so we're almost done. So now that we got into the top, it's up to you however you want to part your hair, but I like to wear this hairstyle in the middle part, and my hair is a little wonky, so I gotta get this adjusted, but I'll spray it at the end to kind of calm it down. So I have on all my extensions clipped in, but the top right here is going to be the most crucial, because obviously this is going to be like the top layer that lands on everything else. So I'm going to tell you guys a little trick too, because if you are going to use this specific barrel or wand, whatever this is going to be called, there's a trick so this doesn't look weird, because there's a certain way you hold the actual wand so it doesn't look crimpy. So starting off on this side, so I'm going to grab this much hair. And this side, it's like the side you want it to look really pretty, so make sure it's all smoothed out. So this is as much as hair as you're gonna grab, because we're gonna do this section and this section if you're doing a middle part. And so you see here where it says bed head, this is kind of like the top if you're this is the top if you're holding it like this, But when you're doing this specific side, you're gonna wanna flip it and hold it like this. So kind of just flip it the other way. And then you're gonna do really quick, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2. And then this is what the front will look like. So, bada bing, bada bing. Now we're gonna finish doing this section. And then also a little trick that I like to do that I feel like works is, so let's say when you're holding it here. Here, I'm gonna try to turn it a little bit. So you're holding it here. When you go to the next bend, kind of push the hair up, if that makes sense. So get to the next bend and then push the hair up. Kind of like when you curl your hair and then you kind of hold it right there. That's basically what you're doing. So you're letting it cool down. And then another thing that I was going to tell you guys is whenever you're doing this, try not to touch your hair at all. Don't run your fingers through it. Just let it completely cool down. And then at the end, that's when we're going to mess with it and make it a lot prettier. You see, by like kind of pushing it up, it gives it more of that deep bend or that deep wave. That's what you kind of want. And this is what that looks like. So we're almost done with the top section. And obviously at the very top layer of your hair, you do want to go closer to the actual root. So with this one, get as close as you can to your actual root. This side, you want to hold it regular. So don't flip it the other way. Just hold it like this. And obviously, since I don't have eyes in the back of my head, I like to do is grab a mirror and just make sure that you didn't miss any pieces that are not waved. Oh, I see a piece right here. Okay, so now we have completed the waving process with the actual waver. So once you've let it cool down, don't run your fingers through it or nothing like that. This is what it should look like. So you could leave it like this, but to me this is too poofy, even though I do like the big hair. But what I like to do, so the first thing I do is I do go in with a little bit of hairspray just so it kind of lasts a little bit longer. And this hairstyle will last you for like 2 to 3 days, and you can just wake up and maybe go over pieces that kind of straightened out a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of hairspray. And what I like to do is kind of butterfly my hair, so starting at the bottom and then just kind of start spraying through it. Perfect. And make sure you get the back. So now what you're gonna do is to give it that shine and kind of like that kind of wet look, but it's not all the way wet. You're gonna go in with a little bit of hair oil. So the one that I'm gonna be using is the Tresemme. It's just a Keratin Smooth. It's just this oil. You can use whatever hair oil you have. And what you're gonna do is you're kind of wanna use a lot of the oil. I do about like 1, 2, 3, 4 pumps of the oil. Rub it into your hands, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go through the hair with the oil and kind of separate it. You're not gonna brush through it, you're just gonna separate it. So we're gonna start on this side and we're just gonna go like this. And make sure you get the ends, because the ends always look a little dry and crusty dusty the house. So go like this. And then whatever you have left, kind of get the flyaways. Don't forget about the front. Okay, then I'm gonna do the other side. So more pumps. And try to use a lightweight oil because you don't want it to weigh down the hair, especially if your hair is thin. I have hair extensions in and my hair is naturally thick, so this works. Okay. So one more step and we are done. So like I said, try to get the flyaways, and my hair is, it was all slicked back, so this is why the middle part is kind of a little off. So the last thing you're gonna do is you want to go in with the shine spray just to make it look extra super shiny and silky. So the one that I'm using is the one from OUAI. It's the hair and body mist. I love this shine mist. It is super lightweight, but it definitely gives you a lot of shine. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna spritz your hair, and make sure you really focus this on the ends, because that's the area that obviously our hair is a little drier. And then I personally like to put a little bit of hairspray up here just because my flyaways. And if there's some areas that personally for you they're a little too curled, just separate them like lightly with your finger, or just keep doing this. Okay, so and that is the completed look. So this is super, super easy. If you already have long hair or short hair or thick hair, whatever, and you're not putting in extensions like I do, this is gonna be a lot quicker. But this is essentially how I do this kind of big hair, wavy hair. When I posted a picture on Instagram, a lot of people asked me how I got this hair like this, or how I got it so big, or what tool I was using for this. So once again, it's the Bedhead Swerve and Curve. Let me see if you can see it. Oh, there you can. So this is what it looks like, the purple handle, and then this is what the actual barrels look like. And then it does have like adjustable heat, so it has like low, medium, and high. So whatever heat you want to do it, I do it at high. And basically that's it. Super easy. I hope you guys learned how to do this quick, easy, what should we call this? Wavy hair? Kind of Kim K hair? Well, anyways, whatever this hair is. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.